Imagine, if you will, a hidden code, a sacred blueprint woven into the very fabric of existence. These are not laws crafted by human hands or limited by time and place. They are cosmic laws, eternal, boundless, and true. They do not command with fear or consequence, but gently steer your journey toward deeper wisdom and lasting fulfillment. They have shaped who you were. They will shape who you become, and most profoundly, they can awaken who you are now. As we explore these universal truths, may you discover not just knowledge but clarity, not merely information, but profound transformation. Law of divine oneness, the law of divine oneness. This principle signifies that we are all connected, that we are all part of a divine, infinite energy that is much greater than our individual selves. It teaches us that every action, every thought, every word we speak is not confined to the peripheries of our individual existence, but reverberates through the universe, affecting the whole. It's the understanding that your life, my life, and all life is interconnected and interdependent. In recognizing the law of divine oneness, we understand that no one is alone. We are on this journey together. We are not merely drops in the ocean, but the ocean in a drop. For if all that we see, feel, and experience is an extension of the same divine source, then love, kindness, and compassion become the logical responses to all interactions. It's about treating others with the same respect and care you would want for yourself. Understanding that a hurt inflicted upon another is a hurt inflicted upon yourself. This law is the epitome of the golden rule. Treat others as you wish to be treated. So how can we apply this principle in our everyday lives? Start by recognizing the divine in every individual you encounter. Treat every interaction as an opportunity to express kindness and understanding. When you speak, let your words reflect your understanding of this unity. When you listen, do so with the empathy that stems from knowing we are all branches of the same tree. Law of vibration. The law of vibration. This law suggests that everything in our universe, from the largest galaxies to the smallest particles, everything, including your thoughts and feelings, operates on distinct frequencies or vibrations. Nothing rests. Everything is in motion, constantly vibrating and resonating at different frequencies. If I want more money, I need to find out what the vibration or feel of money is, and try to match that frequency. If I want to feel love, I need to vibrate at the love frequency, which is the highest frequency. If I want a specific person in my life, both of us need to be tuned into the same vibration or frequency. To use this law to manifest your desires, you must match your vibration to the thing you desire. If you want to be among the stars, you must first feel like one. Recognizing this law changes how we view ourselves and our place in the world. We're not merely physical entities navigating through life. We are energetic beings vibrating at certain frequencies, and these vibrations influence our experiences, our interactions, and our reality. Think about your thoughts and emotions. When you're filled with joy and positivity, you feel light, buoyant, almost as though you're vibrating at a higher frequency. Similarly, when you're sad or negative, you feel heavy, weighed down, as though vibrating at a lower frequency. Law of correspondence. The law of correspondence. This law states that what's going on inside you matches what's happening outside you. It says that your inner feelings and thoughts directly affect your outside world. So what's happening outside is just a reflection of what's happening inside you. As within, so without, it proclaims. If you feel good about yourself, everything around you seems great. If you feel bad, everything around you seems bad. If you feel peaceful inside, everything around you is peaceful. But if you're feeling messed up inside, you'll feel stress in your life. You're confronted with a powerful truth. You are the architects of your reality. You hold within you the power to shape your external world by altering your internal state. The thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the attitudes you embody, all of these paint a vivid picture that becomes your life. The things you think about become the things you have to live with. To change your world, you must first change yourself, and the outside world will reflect that. Law of attraction. The law of attraction. This law states that like attracts like. Whatever you focus your attention on, whether it's positive or negative, you attract into your life. This is not mere philosophy, but a principle that has been recognized by ancient cultures, quantum physicists, and successful individuals around the world. The law of attraction is very similar to the law of vibration. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. The law of attraction also says that you need to believe that you can get what you want. If you want to attract money, but you can't see how it's possible and doubt it will happen, you're just like a wave in the ocean, pushed around by the wind. You can't expect to attract something that you don't believe you can get. If you want good health, you need to take care of yourself like your life depends on it. If you want money, be generous with it, and it will come back to you. If you want love, start by loving yourself and others. Law of inspired action. The law of inspired action. This law suggests that while you can visualize, affirm, and align your thoughts with your desires, nothing changes until you take action. However, this is not just any action, it is inspired action, action that originates from a place of alignment with your desires, intuition, and inner guidance. This law is the driving force behind the manifestation of your dreams. While the law of attraction helps you to align your thoughts and feelings with your desires, the law of inspired action propels you to move in the direction of those desires. It is the bridge that connects the invisible world of thoughts and the tangible world of reality. To get what you want, you have to play a role. Inspired action is not forced. It's not born out of desperation or fear. Instead, it is a joyful and enthusiastic movement towards your desires. It feels natural, effortless, and in complete alignment with who you are. It's when you're so excited about your vision that you're drawn to take action, not because you have to, but because you want to. Law of transmutation of energy. The law of transmutation of energy. This law says that everything, including your thoughts, feelings, and words, is made of energy, and energy can't be created or destroyed, only be changed from one form to another. When you think or feel something, it doesn't just stop there. It turns into something that goes out into the universe. This law is where thoughts become things originate. You need to know that whatever thoughts and feelings you have, you're creating and attracting something in response to that thought. So you need to choose good thoughts and feelings, and you need to do this on purpose. Don't dwell on a bad thought too long. Otherwise, it might turn into a bad situation. Be quick to shift your thoughts. When you notice you're having a negative thought, change the energy of that thought by replacing it with a positive one. Do this quickly before the negative thought turns into reality. Law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect. This law says that you get back what you give out, what you do to others or to the world. When you give love freely, you find love. When you spread joy, you experience joy. Law of relativity. The law of relativity. This law says that nothing is good or bad by itself. Things are what you decide they are. It all comes down to the meaning you give them. This law urges you to step back from your individual experiences and see them from a broader perspective. What might seem like a significant problem to you might appear as a minor obstacle when compared to the challenges others face. Similarly, what you perceive as a small achievement might be a dream for someone else. The law of relativity tells you that you don't need to label everything around you. When something happens, you don't have to say whether it's good or bad. Instead, you can see it as the effect of a cause. You decide to give the right meaning to everything in your life. Everything that happens in your life is really neutral. It's only positive or negative because you label it that way. Law of polarity. The law of polarity. This law states that there are two ends to everything, and everything has an opposite. Life has a start and an end. There's a spiritual world, and we're living in the physical world. There's the North Pole and the South Pole. There's a divine female energy and a divine male energy. Twin flames often seem very different from each other, but they're really one and the same. There is hot and cold, but they are simply different degrees of what we call temperature. There is good and bad, but they are simply different degrees of what we perceive as morality. In your life, the law of polarity teaches you that even during your darkest times, there exists the potential for light. In your greatest struggles, there are seeds of opportunity. In your deepest sorrow, the capacity for joy persists. Law of rhythm. The law of rhythm. The universe has a natural rhythm or flow, and it doesn't like being disrupted. It teaches you that everything in the universe moves in a cycle or a pattern, akin to a pendulum swing or the changing of seasons. Just as the tide flows in and out, just as day turns into night and winter gives way to spring, every aspect of life is subject to this rhythmic motion. This law reminds you that your life, too, is subject to these natural rhythms. There are times of activity and times of rest, periods of growth and periods of retreat, moments of joy and moments of sorrow. You can avoid a lot of problems by being patient and letting things happen naturally in their own time. Chaos happens when you try to force things to happen on your schedule. This doesn't work and can leave you feeling frustrated. Law of gender. The law of gender. This law has nothing to do with being male or female, and everything to do with the masculine and feminine energies within ourselves and the universe. Whether you are a man or a woman, it's crucial to understand the relationship between the masculine and feminine energies that exist within all of us. There's no energy that's superior or better, just energies that are opposites, but work together. Understanding the law of gender helps us appreciate the importance of balance. It tells us that to reach our full potential, we must harmonize both the masculine and feminine energies within us. This is not about being less of a man or less of a woman. It's about embracing all aspects of our nature to become complete individuals. These are ancient laws that the wisest people of the lands have always intuitively known and lived by. When you don't follow these laws, you're kind of fighting against how the world works, and that makes life really tough. It's not that anyone is punishing you. Sometimes life just feels heavy because you're moving against the natural flow of the universe. If you've made it this far, I'd love to know, which of these universal laws have you been living by, or which ones are you thinking of embracing now? Feel free to share your thoughts. I'd genuinely love to hear from you. Wishing you a peaceful and beautiful day ahead.